Hey everybody, how's it going? I've got kind of an unusual setup here today because as I looked for a place to shoot this video, I was just taken with this amazing piece of art that was gifted to me by a friend. And look how he used his creativity in just this room screen that he found, and he went out every day for a year at sunset and took pictures of the sky. And actually it might have been sunrise and sunset. I might have to get a hold of him and find out. But anyway, I was just really appreciating his art and wanted to bring it into the video today. So anyway, I'm here to talk to you about some upcoming classes, and in particular, just to start with, the one that is happening the soonest, which is coming right up here. And I frequently teach this, so if you're seeing this video later, you may find it, or you can always request it. And this one is a little different than I've ever taught it before. It's called Energy Testing by Proxy. Now, first of all, everything is energy, and we can assess what's happening with the energies by the energies of our body, like the meridians, the chakras, the aura, whether it's our energy, someone else's energy, if it's an energy we could give to the earth. We can do that using different tools. We can assess, and then we can actually use a tool to correct an energy that is maybe not working so well for us. So I just want to talk about energy testing to start. So some of you may have heard of the light and heavy tool, which is a way you use your body to perceive whether something feels light or heavy, and going toward what is light is the way you discern what you would like to choose in the moment. That's one type of energy test from one of the bodies of work that I work with called Access Consciousness. This other that I'm about to share with you is a type of energy testing that I learned when I was studying Eden energy medicine, and then took what they taught me and went the next step with other things that could work for me personally and how I would use it. So I have a whole lot of training coming to what I'm teaching you. So in assessing our energies, there are certain things to know, and one of those things is that what you're asking in an energy test is whether a particular energy might be flowing or not flowing. So some of you have done a manual muscle test where I pushed down on your arm, or had me do it to you when we had a session. Or if it's long distance, what I have to do in order to assess your energies is use my body as a proxy for yours. So what that looks like is I will ask you, may I energy test you, and then I will essentially let my body become a proxy for your energies. And then I can energy test on myself using a slightly different method than the big pushy down on the arm. I use a miniature version with my fingers. And there are a few other ways that we do it, which I'm going to be teaching in this energy testing by proxy class coming up here soon. Now, what can you do with that? You can do so much. One thing we don't really do is test the future or test verbal things like, should I do this, should I do that? We specifically will maybe touch a place on the body, like right here I'm touching my head, and when I go and energy test that, I'll just do it right now. So I'm going to test it. And that tests strong. I had touched it and then it tested strong, but I was just double checking it. And so all I'm checking right there is, are the energies flowing through my crown? Are the energies flowing in and out of the top of my head? I might also test my crown chakra that way. You can test many specific things that I teach in other classes in energy medicine, or you can learn them in books. Donna Eden's book, Energy Medicine, has lots of things you can energy test in there. And it's a really fun way to play with what you are intuiting and then kind of use the energy test to check it. And I also teach you some troubleshooting that you really do need to know to see if you're getting a good test. So then the proxy thing, if I had, let's say you and I were doing a long distance session, or I've been working on my family lately, so I've been proxy testing with them. But maybe a baby, someone's ill, an animal, someone who doesn't have an arm you can push down on. I mean, really, they can't follow the instructions or something like that. When you test through your body, you're asking what's going on with their energies, and you can get information about how they might help themselves, or you might be able to assist them in balancing those and change symptoms and help people feel better, have their immune system get stronger, and things like that. So that's the gist. That's why you might want to take it. I wish we could be in person right now, because there's an amazing demo that I could show you when two people hold hands, how you end up testing the energies of one person on another, and probably telling you just doesn't really translate, but it's crazy. I would, in class, I will, again in the future, test one person and see, maybe test one system, like their chakras or their meridians, and then test the other person, and we write it down, and then I have them hold hands, and it flips, so they are proxying one another. So it's this amazing thing showing how interwoven our energies can get with somebody else. But there are also things that I'll teach you in class that can help you stay clear and strong in your own energy, which for many of you is really, really important. So the reason I'm shooting this today, talking about lots of energy medicine things, is that I've got a lot of classes with that coming up. I will be also doing an empath survival guide class for when we get so intermingled with other people, and we'll work with the tools of access consciousness in that class too. So lots of possibilities of things coming up where you might want to test your energies using one tool or the other. And my job is to give you more tools. So hope to see you in class, amywilliams.us on the classes tab. And I hope to see you someday soon, in person, on the phone, on Zoom, whatever it takes, baby. 6 feet away. And I do in-person sessions still. So we can still do it. If you're up for it, give me a shout. Bye-bye.